What is a visit like now for someone? How does that work? I know that I've read a lot about virtual home visits, but what does that look like? How does that work? And do you think people are comfortable with that yet, Dominic?
Well, I think partly what it is education. So like what I've been focused on the last 3 months is making sure that anybody that is in the arena of considering buying, considering selling, we know prior to this, the internet is an integral part of education. So people Google houses and they Google virtual tours and they Google information. But since it is an emotional and a very big investment, I think typically, you physically want to go through it before you buy. So when COVID came along, I think all the people that were anxious to go forth with it, a lot of people paused because they weren't sure what the market was going to do, where this was all going. And what I did is I went quickly to what's called a virtual walkthrough. So what that felt like would be is when people physically want to come through your home and they're hesitant to do that, and people that have homes to sell are hesitant to do that. So what I did quickly is I took my camera and I would personally go through the house. And since the potential client could not be with me, I just basically interacted with the camera, walk through the house. And so for example, if we were walking in the kitchen, a lot of times when you're washing dishes or you're, watching the kids in the backyard or front yard, or wherever the case may be, you want to see what the view is out the window. So I would go through in more detail and then I would post that online. So I found that went over really well with people that are a little bit hesitant from a safety standpoint. It gave them more of a personal experience.